Man, it's so much fun filming blind. I'm like trying to set the camera over and I'm blocking out the ring light. Ball gazer. Bet you haven't heard that in a while. Hey, I'm Alyssa and you're watching my channel. So sorry for you. Today, I'm going to be talking about why I don't have a guide dog. I've actually had this video planned for a little bit, and funnily enough, last week at work, people were talking about guide dogs and stuff, and I was like, ooh, here's why I don't have one.
I wasn't talking to you.
Ooh, my forehead's shiny. I'm not sweaty, I'm glistening. No, this is actually lotion that I put on my face. I'm wearing my black dog shirt. My friend got it for me. She is also a Swiftie. She got it for me when she saw Taylor, and I'm so jealous, but she got me the sweatshirt. So that's true love right there. And I didn't realize it matched the blanket that I had set up my little set, my beautiful little living room set. I didn't realize it matched until I went to set up my video, and I was like, incognito.
You didn't see anything.
I wrote down some notes because I'm a forgetful person. So let's get right into it. Step 1, you must be blind. You must prove you're blind. I have that. Hi, I'm Alyssa. I'm legally blind. So I do qualify in that sense. I am definitely blind enough. I love that there's measurements of blindness. So like, you know, you're like, well, how blind are you? But definitely blind enough for a guide dog. But there's, what the hell? I swear to God, I just heard something beep. Anyway, I'm losing it. There's definitely qualifications you have to go through. You have to prove you're blind. I even had to do that for help from vocational rehabilitation and Office of the Blind, which are two really nice government assistant programs that you can go through to get some help. I got help through college with things like my magnifiers. And for those of you who have seen me struggle, these are my notes, and I get a little hunchback and my back really hurts when I read and write, but they help me. I can invert colors. Voc Rehab or Office of the Blind would be the two places to go to get some help, and to get some help through schooling, throughout your work life, when you get a job, because that's their main goal, is to help disabled people get jobs. I can't remember if it was vocational rehabilitation or if it was Office of the Blind. I believe it was Office of the Blind, though. They met me at my college dorm. They gave me a little bit of orientation and mobility training, which is the second thing that you have to check off your list. I don't have very much training. This means using your white cane, which up until like a few years ago on TikTok, I got called out from my fellow blind community, and they were like, it's a white cane, because I was like, my blind cane. Apparently it's white cane, and they were just like, how dare you? And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm just an asshole. That's why I always say I'm a terrible blind person. I know that. I'm so sorry. I do not represent our community well, and I'm trying to do better. But like, I'm not just blind. I have so many other health issues, and I try not to let it consume my life. There are times that I forget that I can't see. Like, I will just go to do something simply, and then I'm like, dang, I gotta get my magnifier to read this. So it is a white cane. You have to have so many hours of white cane training. You have to be able to go and do on your own before they're like, oh, here's the dog that you both are going to struggle really hard. So they want to make sure you are independent with your cane, walking. And so that's the first thing that disqualifies me from getting a guide dog. When I talked to them in college too, I was like, oh, I want a Dalmatian. I was just, like young and dumb. And they were like, Dalmatians are actually very terrible guide dogs. There's a reason you don't see Dalmatian guide dogs, and it is because they themselves have a high risk of going blind, and they're very aggressive. And I was like, one of those I vibe with. Aggressive? Heck yes. Like, give me a half guide dog, half police dog, please. But no, I I had my dreams crushed real fast. And I'm really bad about using my white cane places. I think I have a hard time calling it a white cane because both of the canes that I use, actually, let me show you. I can show you. These are my two canes. So, you please stay. This is my green one. It's actually kind of peeling, which makes me sad, but this is my handy dandy green cane. I love it. And I think that's why I have such a hard time calling it a white cane, because I'm like, my canes aren't white. So I want more colors and to match all my outfits. I need a pink one because I didn't realize I do wear pink a lot. And here is my custom cane that my friend Teddy made for me for the Eras tour, but I'm obviously gonna take this to more than just the Eras tour. Come on, it's so cute. This one's a bit longer than this one, which is also why this shorter one is my BFF, because they're supposed to really suit you. They're supposed to go under your armpit, apparently, which this one's still a little bit tall for me. Short girl problems. But you're supposed to be able to like just put it under your armpit, and see me, I'm already like yeeting it up, so you can do stuff like not have your cane in your way. That's one thing that I hate about using my cane is I want a free hand, y'all. Like, come on. When I'm paying and stuff, I'm like trying to set it on the wall. I'm just a klutz. I'm clumsy. I do it to myself. But those are my canes that I actively use right now. And actually, funnily enough too, whenever they showed up to cane train me, I specifically said, hey, I'm 4'3", so like, make sure whoever comes here has a really tiny cane. And they were like, okay. And they show up, and the cane was like taller than me, which is a no-no. And they're like, oh my god, I thought you would just be like an average sized college person. And I'm like, that's why I warned you. But I'm used to not being listened to. They do their best, I guess, and I have received help over the years. Have I had to fight my ass off for it? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But if you watch Molly Burke, she talks about how she was dead set on getting a guide dog, which I didn't go more blind until I was about 15, 16, like right before I was getting ready to get my permit, which the Lord said, haha, no, do not put this girl in a car. Here's your vision. Take her vision. That's when I lost a lot of my sight, and then I lost more of it around like 18, 19. And Molly Burke, she knew from a young age that she wanted a guide dog. And so she went through all the trainings and really wanted her independence. I really support that. Get it, girl. So if you are interested in what it's like to have a blind dog, she's very knowledgeable, very active in the community, unlike me. So to end that rant, most reputable blind dog schools require you to have extensive Jesus Christ.
Well, you know what I meant.
No, you messed it up. You're stupid.
The whole point of that rant was to let you know that most reputable blind dog schools require you to have extensive cane training before you qualify to get a guide dog. And I had 1 day of training. So then you have to apply, obviously. You have to send in your information. You should look for an accredited school by Assistance Dogs Internationals. That's when you'll provide things like your medical records, references, proof of cane training. They may do home visits. You might provide a video of your mobilization skills. So the application process is like there's a demon out there. Okay. Shut up. The other thing you have to provide is proof that you're physically able to walk a lot, be mobile, and that is something your girl does not have.
Pass me a biscuit.
You got another 5 miles, then you get a Luna bar.
Come on.
With my asthma, arthritis, anxiety, my fake hips, my heart problem, your girl struggles with physical fitness. Walking in general is not my thing, although I have been going to the gym and getting on the treadmill, trying to get better at that. You have to demonstrate your physical stamina, and that ain't me, sis. They literally told me at the cane training session, they were like, "You're not a great fit." I was like, "Thank you." Yeah. I was also in peak depression at that time. It was when I first started college, and I had no idea until my later 20s. I was like, oh, you weren't lazy. You were just extremely depressed, girl. Okay. Oh, God. So that was a fun conversation, because I'm like, I want a Dalmatian. And they're like, bitch, you can't even walk 20 steps without getting winded. No, you're not getting a guide dog. Another thing that comes along with guide dogs is you have to keep up their training, obviously. They're so smart. They're smart boys and girls, but they have to, have a daily routine. They constantly have to exercise their abilities. And God, that's another thing. Watch Molly's video. Hey girl, sponsor me, apparently. Because I'm just like, go watch Molly's videos. Her guide dogs are so smart. I love watching them. If you're accepted to receive a guide dog, you normally travel to the school for a few weeks. You find a good fit for you. You and the doggo get to bond. They do excessive training from what I understand. Like they go through their own little training. You probably have to do training of like what they expect from you, what you expect from the dog. Then you guys meet back up, and I believe they train you guys together. The schools are usually non-profit, but it's a case-by-case basis. So, just check out your resources if you're actually interested in getting a guide dog. I believe vocational rehabilitation and Office of the Blind are gonna be your best bet to get more information in your area for that. Definitely look into if you're physically fit enough, if you're ready for the whole challenge of taking on a guide dog. Because again, it's like having a little helper, but you gotta help them out with their training as well. The schools usually provide check-ins and ongoing support. And another thing to think about is wait lists. Even if you don't have all the qualifications yet, put yourself on a list and be like, I plan in a year or two to have all of the training that I want to receive the guide dog. And that's all I have. I'll definitely try to link below some information for you all to check out more about guide dogs. And let me know if you have any questions for me, or if you want to know any more information about me and my laziness and my canes and my struggles of being a blind girl. Yeah. I'm gonna try to start posting videos weekly, but for me, I'm like already running out of ideas.
Shut the blank up.
I'm gonna try to post weekly, but let me know if you guys have any videos that you want to see of me doing, because I'm like, ooh, this is interesting to me. But if you have any questions, I don't know what people want to know or if they even care. But if you have any questions, or you're like, hey, do this video, I would love suggestions, because I'm just really enjoying editing these together. I've missed editing, getting out my creative side, and this is a really fun way to get back into it. So let me know what you want to see. If you want to see me, if you don't, that's fine too. Yeah. You guys have a good week. Bye. And I hope you miss me. Ever since I said black dog, that's all I've had in my head.
Old habits die, scream.